Yo, this was supposed to be a Smirnoff. I don't know. I just lacked a shop that was selling a Smirnoff, so I had to go with this monster. Yeah. Oh, it's called a Predator. So I'm just from Mono. Look at the hat, a beautiful hat that I have. Is it a cape or a hat? I don't know. I'm not an English person, so trying to remove the mistakes from the grammar. It's really not my thing. I don't know if I'm clear. So I'm just from. Okay, let me find a place that I can settle, or there's no interference. Someone approaching, and I'm on the railways. Hey? So as I was saying, I am not sure if the audio is clear, and I hope it is, because the good, the phone has a good microphone. That's what I noted. You know, the usual, um, the other times that I do this diaries, I use what do you call it? I use an earphone, fearing that the microphone of this phone might not get the audio. Okay. But after a couple of times of doing this, I realized I can talk even with a low tone, but the audio is very clear. So I'm from Molo, okay? See, I'm following the railway line instead of the road from the other side of the other side of the world. Mm? Okay, so the other diary, was it 2 or 3 days ago? I said that I'll be going tomorrow and picking up the item and unboxing it. I I had one fear. Remember I said that okay, what had I ordered? A flash disk. It was coming with a watch and a cape. The cape is the one that I'm wearing. This one, this black one. And the other thing is the other thing. Which other thing? Yes, they were to come in one package. My fear was this watch was to come with like without a box, but I got it wrong. It came with a box, which I think is well packaged. No, not I think, it is well packaged. Okay, I haven't yet unboxed it because it is a full review, in which you can find it on MaxiPi Tech or MaxiPi. So it is one of these rare rare occasions when you have to do something different in your, you just have to alter your what you do in your daily um, entities. Like I'm thinking of doing something different. So MaxiPi is a productivity channel, okay, and I wanted to give, okay, it's a tech focused channel. Not that I'm fixing myself to one area, productivity or something. I just want it to be tech inclusive because I'm a tech guy. So trying different niches so that I can see whichever works. And this time I'm doing the unboxing and of course reviews. I'll talk about it. Also I'm planning to do it in the TikTok, TikTok channel. But the whole unboxing review will be on YouTube. TikTok will just be there for snippets. Yeah. So what will we be unboxing? It's what will we be unboxing really? um what do you call it, unboxing. Yes, a watch is what is in the box. Now the flash disk, I'm not aware of that. I'm not aware of, okay, what am I really saying? So I'll be unboxing the two. Of course I've unboxed the the cape, but I'll be doing the two. Yeah. And of course giving a shout out to the shop where I ordered from. Okay, great. What else should I say? um I think that's that. So I really wanted, now coming back to the daily diaries that I usually do. I'm now on Gifted Hands. I think is it chapter 11 or 12? I think it's 12. Now I'm supposed to read 12 today. So which means that I've gone far with 11 chapters. And I found something particularly profound about chapter 6. Chapter 6 is where Ben Carson is talking about his workmates. Yeah? And the concept of being great. And they usually say that when you want to become great, you associate with great people. For me, I find it that one like a lie. It's more of the it's more of okay, I don't know, but this is how it applies to me. Generally, someone will tell you, if you ask anyone, that if you want to be great, you want to associate with great people. But for me, it's quite the opposite. Being great and finding people who are great starts with you. And by the way, I have two stories to talk about. That is Ben Carson, that's chapter 6, and what do you call him? Steve Jobs. I saw one of his interviews the other day, and I want to relate the two stories with this concept that has been that came to me, that came into realization after I looked at it in another angle or in another perception. Now, Ben Carson, he finds himself working in Hopkins Hospital. Okay, this is a big hospital in, what's the city? Okay, I'm not sure what the name is, but I know it was a good, okay, it was a big hospital back then in 1980s in America. Okay, so Carson here is telling us how the people in that hospital were great. Starting from the secretaries, this the what do you call it? This office that is always on the front office of the hospital. The people there are great. You see, they're very friendly to the patients. And now Carson is the doctor there, the neurosurgeon there. Okay. Okay, let me drink. Take a drink and then. Let me pause. So as I was saying, an ordinary person will tell you that if you want to become great, you have to associate with great people. Okay, that's the whole idea. Okay, now mine, as I was saying, it's quite very different from the, for me, I find that I always have something unique to say about someone that no one will that no one or few people will will have the same perception, and I'll explain. First of all, greatness starts from inside. Yeah, let's say you are particularly passionate about a certain field and that you are willing to become an expert in it, like Ben Carson. You see, from his childhood, uh, from that time when he started reading and becoming even curious about whatever he was doing, he started to become great, and that meant that it had to come from within. Remember, this was not initiated or externally um, incited. Okay, insight. Yeah, okay, I'm looking for a word to replace insight. It was not externally. Um, what do you call it? Facilitated. Okay, facilitated is not really a good word, but let me use it for the time being. So, he started to love reading, yeah, from his mother. Become great until you can do it better. That's the phrase that he keeps on mentioning when he do I say this? Why am I losing words when I'm talking? Yeah, basically that's it. Let me recollect myself. I think I need to explain this in a structured manner. Mm. So, as I was saying, mm, Ben Carson from Australia. Okay, he had just come from Australia where he was in his medical. Okay, I don't know if it is internship or yeah, I think internship. He came to Hopkins for whatever reasons. And remember, he was great from inside. You could tell that this is um a what? A great person, okay? Because he was good at his craft, that is neurosurgery. Although he was still developing it, he was still developing his skill set, but you can tell just a good um, a person if he is great because he's showing the signs. Now, if someone could be asked, did he have to look for great people so that he can work with them, or okay, here the concept is if you are a great person, oh, you go to great people so that you can become a great person, but that doesn't apply here. Let's go to Steve Jobs. I've not yet concluded for that subject. It's now Steve Jobs starts a company called Apple. Yes, I think Apple. And great by the time he was leaving that, okay, by the time he was living in that Nini, people had come. He had many employees in that company, who he describes as very great. Now, this happens after I don't know after he has been chased away. Was it chased away? I think Steve ran away for reasons that he knew better. I don't know. Should I remove the cape? No. So, Steve was chased away. Was it chased away? It's because some people didn't want him as the CEO of that company. So he went and started another company, another great company which became big. Okay, somehow big, relatively big. I don't know. I'm not sure by that time because I just can't remember the name of that company. So Apple, from where it was, it's now going down. Yeah, the trajectory that they are making is it was not really good. If um some road interruption there, and I'm seeing that my phone is overheating. When I expose it to the sunlight and it gets heated, actually there's some slow, you know, it produces quality, okay, sub quality. You sub quality services. You want a phone to do something, then it hangs because it has overheated. I don't know. Maybe Xiaomi can do better. When you install a thermometer on the phone, let it overheat in a degree because the sun is not too hot, but you find that it is hanging and you want to use the phone. And by accident, you happen to be in the sunlight. Maybe you are working on this. I think I should clear the camera. It's not clear. Better. That's better. So I was saying, okay, this was supposed to be a man of. I don't know. It keeps on ringing in my mind, but I think it was not meant for today. Yeah, that thing. So the money that I was supposed to buy the charger, Xiaomi charger. Did I mention that the other day that okay, was it last year? Someone stole my charger for this phone. So usually I charge it on the computer. So I was planning to buy a charger from AliExpress. I know Xiaomi Redmi 10 10C charger there. Because for the Kenyan market, it's quite expensive getting a charger. And that means you have to spend double the amount. So I find it actually, I don't know what happened. So I used that money to buy these things that I'm eating here. Eaten a couple of things on the street. There is the eggs, boiled eggs, my igong. So I was saying what? I don't need this to end. I was saying he has come to Hopkins. He's great, and he finds great people. Okay, after a while, he realizes that there are great people in this hospital, and I'm a great person, which meant oh now okay we're talking about Steve Jobs. Okay, fine. I think I keep on losing the memory track, so I don't know if I'm clear. So Job is chased away and starts another company, and eventually the company that he owns decided to buy that Apple company that he had left initially. So after coming back, he realizes that oh my goodness, the people that I thought that I assumed could have left because I left did not leave. Like the greatest of the greatest in their professional lines. Yeah, and he Jobs confesses that he was just surprised because the people he knew were great people in their skill. at their craft. And he was like, wait, why didn't they nini? And it's because the company, the the concept behind the starting of the company, the foundation of the company is what kept them at the company nini, at that company. And remember, the company now has a good, okay, has new management. Fine. So these are great people, and Steve has come back to find them still there. And if you ask me, the greatness in those people was not affected by the external. Um, Steve again was a great person, huh? A great idealist, a great. How can I describe him? A good skills. Actually, I consider him the greatest of all. Um, sales, sales person. Now, let's look at the concept of you don't need to be around great people so that you, okay, it's actually a facilitator. Like if you're a great person and you start looking for great people so that you can come to the limelight, or let's say this, you want to become a great person by associating with great people. That doesn't work if the greatness in you is not being cultivated. All right, that means greatness has to come from you. Like I'm finding a path to explaining this in a way because I'm training myself to be breaking things down so that an ordinary person can understand what I'm saying. Yeah. So that's the idea. A great person has to come from within, not from around. And it has to be um, internally what? What's the word? It has to be internally fueled. Yeah. Internally fueled. And when you are a great person, you find that the energy that you radiate around you attracts more, even great people. So, whatever is being said, that if you want to become great, you have to look for great people so that you associate with them. But I've come to understand that actually it's the other way around. You have to be great within and passionate in your field so that you can attract more more great people. And this is actually energy. This boils down to energy, and it's more of a spirituality thing than it's a physical thing. You become great, you do the best so that you can become great at your craft. You will always attract the great people in around the profession that you, or whatever you are doing. It doesn't need to be okay, it has to be related to whatever you are doing, but it will be around that area. And that's why I've come to learn, you want to associate with great people, become great yourself so that the energy that you radiate, it becomes more of a magnet that attracts even great people. Works every time, by the way. you found out that, I don't know if I can remember this, but there's this time you become so great in your class, yeah. Or let's say you are this lively person, like you are always smiling, you are always greeting people, you are always good with people. You find that anywhere you go, people actually don't need to talk to them. Okay, let's say there are total strangers in a room, yeah. You don't know each other, and now there's me who is very lively, very very how do you call it, very lively, very charming, very friendly, very talkative, and I'm put in a room full of strangers. There's a high chance that without even talking, people will just come to me, and it's because the energy in me is it's attracting them to me. Okay, this is all spirituality. We are energies, and the energy that you associate with is what you. That's where the what do you call it? Medali. What's medali in English? Medali. What's the name of the medali in English? Um, what's the name? What's the name? This is saying that birds of the same feather flock together. That's where the idea came from. I'm still learning. This is a new concept that has been, it's trying to being hardwired in me. Because I think this is the last time. Okay, let me just shift from her to another nini. I thought this cape was supposed to be smooth. No, it has come to be a cotton nini. I don't know. It's good. I've spent almost 15,000. 1,578 shillings. 1,500 shillings and 78 shillings from that order. So that's that. Last week here, I think there's actually an idea that hit me yesterday, and it's quite unique. I didn't actually think of it as an idea first. I thought of it as a business in a way that it's very personal. Did I mention that the other day we are planning as the MIC group in Moi stroke 24 students? We're supposed to come together and bring the brains together. We come up with a thing that is supposed to be a business. So yesterday I got a new insight, and there's something that is going on. Still in the making. That idea is in the making, and I hadn't seen it coming this way, and actually it's filling all the gaps that I was looking for. So I told the MSc group in the WhatsApp group, let's come up with an idea, because the lecturers are on strike in Moi, and it's been a month since they started, and almost all the university all the lecturers in all the public universities in Kenya have striked. Now they have striked. Now Moi had striked even before the whole thing started, and it's because the VC decided to to do what, to eat the money. He's accused of keeping the money. Kuweka pesa vizuri in English is keeping money well way he was vetted by the, okay, not vetting, it's interrogated by a committee somewhere in Nairobi. We wanted to know what he did with the money and how much the gate for Moi University was constructed with. It was constructed with 30 million. Imagine. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, we are on strike even now. And yesterday is when the lecturers agreed with the Ministry of Education that they be a rise in the lecturers' salaries, and they called off the strike that was there. And Moi is the only one that is left, and it's because it is facing internal issues which are making the issue of the lecturers to strike. Workers there have not been paid. The workers plus the lecturers plus, I don't know, the whole work staff, working staff is there. Yeah. So yeah, that is what is happening. And my idea is, instead of just staying like that in Moi, see, we start content creation or business ideas that can work for us. I told now my C students, let's make something that is relatable to the field that you are working on. That is, what do you call it? Yes, biology. We come with ideas. So, initially we had planned for a meeting, but I was not available. So when I go back is when I'll arrange one, and then we put our heads together to come up with an idea in which that we are going to make to be creating content so that we sell off the idea to people. And I told them, see, that what do you call it, the problem that we are going to solve should be applicable to the real world. We just don't want to come up with something that it's not viable for the market. And for me, I have found one. Okay, I initially had how many ideas? Three so far, because I'm an idealistic person. The first one is, I was watching this movie called Bigfoot, and it's about a hair company that was manipulating the DNA for the living organism, so that they can sell the solutions to people that have hair problems. That's where the idea came from. There are people who are facing hair loss in their as a health problem. Why don't we, as an MIC group, come up with an idea of solving the problem for the whole world? Now we'll be marketing the solutions on social media. Okay, that's a good idea if you ask me, but it's a big one. Okay, after reading the book Thinking Big, I think my perception changed. Of course, I've I've read 2 books about Thinking Big for Ben Carson, and the other one, I think his name is Paul. I think Paul something. Skrida. I don't know. I can't. Yeah, the name has just eluded my mind. So that was the first idea. The second one, I've actually forgotten the second one. I'm supposed to remember it. Oh, I was supposed to document this. The idea is very simple, but I can't recall it. I really can't. I really can't remember it. What's the second idea? Okay, when I remember it, I think I need to talk about it. The whole 3 ideas. I'll remember at some point, because That's just why does the brain recognize that you have forgotten something? Okay, I'm trying to put this is why does the brain remember that it has forgotten something and it has forgotten? Okay, I don't know if it can make sense. Anyway, fine. The third idea is what's the name? What's the name of this thing? Eh, What's the name? Okay, I hope my storage is not running out because I might find that. What's the idea? What's the idea? Oh, kefir. We start selling kefir milk and the seeds. That's an applicable idea that I can appreciate that it is one. It is easily accessible. You can easily market it, and the idea is we start selling solutions to the gut problems that people are facing through selling kefir. Kefir is a probiotic. I don't know, yogurt something. Yeah, it fixes the gut. It introduces the good bacteria in the gut. And as I'm an MIC group, we can do something so that you know we can start marketing and even branding our milk to the company that we will have to create. So that's the idea that we have. I have not yet communicated with the group because when I go back tomorrow, I think it's when I'll introduce the idea. But before all that, I need to do some few things here and there. So the past, okay, I got a new roommate. Usually, see, I usually stay alone in my room. Now I got a person. Remember the 5,000 that I owe to the landlord. So that roommate, I don't know. I see this as God's plan because it was my worry. Where will I get that 5,000? So he paid that 500 and he got into the room. The caretaker allowed him to get into the room. So I'm left with a task to pay almost 1,000 because I overpaid on the third month by 500 shillings. So that remains 1,000 and the debt that I owe the landlord is off. I had no hopes of going to school anytime soon, but I think I might go. I don't know. I'm not sure. Probably next week or next week, but one. Okay, I'm really not sure per se, but I'll try as much as possible to try to go back because I think this is a divine call. This is the best time that the universe is telling me, okay, it's now your time to go and in conceptualize the idea that I have to be a whole business venture. So I sell the idea to the MSc students because I know it will work. Divine things have a way of figuring themselves out and working. Because God is with you, the universe is with you. Because the idea is from the divine world, yeah. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I think I should get going. Right now I'm far away from home. I'm about 16 kilometers away from home, yeah. So I have to walk off 16 kilometers. 16, imagine. I should appear number one on the Nini. Sweat, is it Sweat Coin? Not Sweat Coin. There's this app that calculates the steps that I've made during the day. So I'm expecting that I'll be number one in all the groups. Usually there are groups in that app where you race, not you race, but you compete with other people. I think mine will have gone to almost 25 kilometers. 25 kilometers means that I'll be on top of many other competitors or walkers, people who are walking I should appear. This is on, I don't know what the date today. Yeah, 28th September. These are the steps that I'll complete today. Yeah, I'm likely to become number one in almost all groups. I mean, almost 10. The limit is 10 groups. I think I'm in 10 groups where I'm competing with people. So I should become number one in all, because number one is my number one. So, is there anything else that I need to update? I think I should get going and finish all these three. Is now this. I'm not sure if. Okay, I'll show it in the preview. Unboxing see, not series. I think it will be a series. No, it will not be a series. It will be one. And shout out. I'll make even shout out to the shop that sold me this thing. Yeah. So see you on the next one. I think I'll do a diary for no. When I'm at school, there's something that I need to discuss, in which I said I'll discuss in the other video, but not now. This seems it's really a good place to talk about some things. Anyway, yeah, yeah, yeah. There's nothing else that I need to talk about. It's only that someone is approaching, and yeah, if it can be shaken, it can be moved. That's my salute. It's always a signature for me. And I usually use it in all my writings on Facebook or on all my social media platforms when I'm writing. Anyway, adios.